Morning. In case anybody's here. I'll wait. I don't think it's going to be a long one anyways. Good Lord, it snowed yesterday. I can't believe it snowed yesterday. We were like flip-flop weather last week, and then it snows yesterday. Crappy day. Crappy, crappy day. I'll wait till someone says hello. I'm probably not going to be on. I wasn't even going to come on, actually. My arm is hurting. It's not like I'm not feeling sick or anything. It's just like the muscles, when you have sore muscles. That's all I've got. It's pretty like weird going in there yesterday. Very weird. I mean, we had an appointment for 4:15 and they took us at 3 because we went there early. So as soon as they like verified who we were and stuff, they took us right away. Hey, Mark, how you doing? So they took us right away. They made sure we were who we said we were. And we went there, and within like a minute, they gave us the shot, and then they tell you to sit down and wait 15 minutes to make sure that you don't have a reaction to it. So you sit down and you wait 15 minutes, and then you go. And they tell you, well, they told me to drink lots of water, but they told my husband just to move his arm around. And I wish I would have done that because that seems to be the only thing that's bothering me today is my arm is like muscle and my arm is sore. So that seems to be the only thing. How are you doing, Mark? Long time no see you in here. So that's the only thing that I got from it. Of course, the second one, I'm not sure about. I'm good. Think I got sick from the shot though, because I waited 15 minutes and got dizzy from it hours later. Oh, really? Did you just have the first one? Because we just got our first one yesterday. And I mean, I had a slight tenderness in my arm, but they never told me like to move my arm around. So I never did. And I never drank a lot of fluids. I just kind of got tired and went to bed. So it wasn't, I guess they told my husband one thing and told me something else. But they said maybe they're not sure, but maybe within a year you might have to get a booster. So I don't know. We go back in 3 weeks for the second one. And that's the one that really scares me. The first one didn't really scare me that much, but the second one's going to scare me. Yeah, we get ours in 3 weeks in May sometime, May, whatever. So my husband, he said he felt kind of like he didn't feel too good today, but he's gone to work. So, but Scott, it was like snowing yesterday. I couldn't believe it. Like when we left, it was snowing. I couldn't believe it because like last week it was like flip-flop weather, and yesterday it was snowing. It was freezing, and all I wore was a sweater, so it was like pretty cold. But yeah, I just put some muscle rub on my arm today, but it's still kind of like sore. Like if you pulled a muscle or whatever. My mom got hers. She got sick at work Oh, really? Yeah, I think they're gonna tell you what you can get. But I've heard that within 24 hours you're okay. So we'll have to see. Waiting to see. Like I said, I'm not feeling bad or sick or anything. The only thing I've got is like it's like my muscle in my arm is really sore. It's like, but they didn't tell me that I was supposed to move my arm around and that's what they told my husband. They didn't tell me that. All they told me to do was drink lots of water. So who knows? I guess they tell different people different things. At least they told us different things. So they said a lot, and I watched it on the news today. A lot of people have been canceling their appointments. So I guess since this Johnson and Johnson thing came out, a lot of people are like a little freaked out about it. I don't know if I'm ready for the second one. Mark, amen. I'm telling you that I am not looking forward to the second one. That's the one that's scaring me. The first one, this one didn't scare me that much. It freaked me out a little bit because once you get it, you have to get the second one. But the second one is the one that's gonna make me wonder. You know? Hey, Jenny. Good morning. Oh, I love you too, Jenny. So I got my shot yesterday. No side effects. Not unless you can call a sore arm like a muscle, it's like a muscle ache in my arm. Not like it's like if you have a sore muscle is what it feels like. Oh, thank you. It's so weird because like when we went in, they go through your paperwork and everything, and within like a minute, you're getting the shot. Like it's like that fast. And then they make you sit down for 15 minutes to make sure you don't have any, side effects or adverse reactions to it. So you sit down and everybody's sitting down waiting their 15 minutes and then you leave. And that's it. And then it's over. It's that fast. I barely felt the needle going in. She had to tell me that she had already given me the needle because I'm like not freaked out about needles. They don't scare me or anything. But my arm is sore. Like it is like the muscle of my arm is sore. But they said something about like maybe in a year, they're not sure yet, but maybe in a year, people will have to get boosters. So who knows? I don't think they're sure about anything right now. But they say within 2 weeks, you're supposed to be 80% protected from the virus. So, and then, and after it's like 91% or something like that. So I think after seeing what my husband's guy guy that my husband's worked with has gone through with the virus and listening to Tawanda and hearing I think I'd much rather have the shot. So yeah, I guess when I have my second one. I've only got the first one, so hi creative renewal. Good morning. So yeah, and I'm not sure when I'll be going because even now, when if I go to Canada, I still have to quarantine for 14 days, which is in a hotel that they decide you're going to, which is $3,000 before you can even see your family. I had to go all over this city to find a place would do it. Then when I finally got it, everybody and the mama called trying to get me that shot. We scheduled this about a month ago, and we had to go like about 45 minutes. Hey, Joy, I got my first shot yesterday. And no reaction, but my arm, my muscle on my arm is sore. It's really sore, actually. How are you feeling, Joy? I got the Pfizer creative renewal. So in 3 weeks, we get the second shot. I guess with the Moderna, you get it after 4 weeks, the second shot after 4 weeks. Yeah, I know, Joy. Wasn't so worried about this one, but I am worried about the second one. So I'm very bad. I'm still in hospital with them. Are you in the hospital now? Because the last time I talked to you, you weren't in the hospital. Oh my God, prayers, Joy. That's exactly what the guy that my husband works with got pneumonia from the COVID. Yeah, I am. I'm not going to be on long because my arm really is bothering me this morning. I actually wasn't going to go on. But then I thought I'd rather talk to you guys. I'm glad when I went to Canada, it was 2 years ago. Haven't been back since. I can't stand the cold. Oh, I have family in there, so I like Canada. I've always loved Canada. We went to Banff, which is beautiful. If you go into a hospital with COVID and pneumonia, ask about antibody infusion as treatment. Is that what you're getting? 20 years ago, not 2 years. I was like going to say 22 years ago. We were there 3 years ago and we visited all the Banff and Jasper and all those places. We had a good time. Of course, we didn't have to stay in hotels. We stayed with families. So antibody infusion, I don't know what that is. No, they have me on remdesivir and it's awful. Are you laying down or they have you sitting up? Because I know when I had pneumonia, I had to sit up in a chair for a week. There's no way I could lay down. When I laid down, I was like I was drowning. I wonder if COVID type pneumonia is worse than regular pneumonia. My husband was trying to explain it to me. It's like the type of pneumonia with COVID, it attacks everywhere of COVID lung. Yeah. I'm sorry. Do you know how you caught it? Do you have any idea? I got pneumonia, but it wasn't from that. I was being an idiot wearing shorts in the winter in Michigan. Oh God. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Are you on oxygen at all? You went to the grocery store. Well, they say it lives on surfaces, so that's why I don't like to go out as much as possible because That's what they say it lives on. So you can catch it just from like touching something. Thank you for taking the shot. I know you were scared. Can you do something for your arm? Yeah, I put like muscle rub on it. And what happened was they told my husband to move his arm around like they never told me. All they told me to do was um drink a lots of fluids. Um so that's what I did. But I woke up this morning. I woke up about 4 o'clock this morning and my arm was just aching. And it was kind of like a muscle ache, like if you get muscle aches. That's what it felt like. I was scared. And before I could change my mind, she had already pricked me. Because she goes, "You want to change your mind?" And I'm like, no. And then she had, I mean, it went so fast. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to check on something. I don't know. I have to ask. They don't want me on oxygen because you become dependent on it. But massive vitamin also take vitamin C complex because it flushes the toxins out of your entire body. Okay. Even after you've gotten the shot, I'm wondering. Oh, I don't get out every day. I get out one time a week. The time frame when I contacted it was my on my groceries. Hi, Tibby. How you doing, honey? Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's just like a muscle. I mean, I can't explain it. It's like if your muscle, how you get muscle aches. It's not like I feel sick or anything because I don't. Um, but it's just like a muscle ache is what it is. But then, I always even when I got my flu shots up, my arm always hurt. So, hey, Twanda, don't let your oxygen level get low, though. Do they have you on steroids? Um, Tawanda's asking you, Joy, if they have you on steroids and not to let your oxygen level get low. Um, they will have to be, well, they said something about a booster in a year. So I really don't know anything about that because I'm not a nurse or a doctor, but they did tell us that it's possible. They don't know yet long-term effects of it. There was quite a few people, I mean, of all ages there yesterday. And what I found weird, because when you get a flu shot, it's one and done. You get the shot and then you're gone. There, they make you sit down for 15 minutes and wait. My oxygen was at 85 and I'm on massive steroids also. They put him on steroids too. And they put him on so many steroids that he's almost developed diabetes from it. However that happened, like they had him on massive doses of steroids. He is still in intensive care, but it's looking better for him, I guess, other than his high glucose level. Yes, you're definitely in our prayers, Joy. When did you decide to go to the hospital, Joy? Because I've heard it's pretty bad. My regimen is a cocktail of special vitamins, and it's vitamin D and C. I guess we can do that at home too, huh? You came on Tuesday, the day after we talked to you. Take your steroids and keep doing breathing treatments. Take zinc too. Were you in the hospital, Tawanda? Did you go in the hospital? And having said that, um, are you going to get a vaccine? I know you can't get it right away after you've had COVID. I do. I have breathing treatments every 2 hours. Machine is here. Goodness. Yes, to suction out my lungs was horrid. Oh, God. That's when my sister-in-law, when she worked in a nursing home, and said that's all they did there was suction out lungs. And she said it was so sad and horrible to have to do that to the patients there. And they were the elderly. I mean, it was a nursing home, so they were elderly patients. It was the worst thing. She actually cried when she was talking about it. She just said it was so sad. And then when they did pass away, I mean, this was when at a time when people couldn't even go to your funerals, you know, they died alone and they were buried alone. It's like, I was late to the live. Did you watch the Melissa McCarthy movie? I watched it last year. I actually watched part of it and then we had to leave. So I'm going to watch the rest of it today, Tivy. It's hilarious. She's so funny. Did your lungs taste like salt water? I have a taste and feeling of salt water. Wow, Joy, really? I wonder why that is. Have they suctioned your lungs? Have they had to suction your lungs too, Joy? I still don't know on the vaccine. I'm still on antibiotics and steroids. My lungs have been affected, so I just don't know yet. Um, well, Ginger Lock's mom had COVID, and they told her she has to wait for she had to wait 90 days from the time she got it to even be able to be eligible to get the vaccine. Um, this one, I mean, the first shot was okay. Like it was over fast and we sat down, nothing big. I'm a little worried about the second shot. Oh, thank you, Jenny. That is so sweet. That is really, really nice. Yes, keep joining your prayers. I've heard it's just the guy that's going through it that works with my husband has had such a bad time. And the thing is with him is he was so healthy. Like his wife told my husband at work, he has never been sick a day in his life. And then to be like this sick, that to be in intensive care in the hospital is just not something that they expected. And yes, suction in ER was down there for 7 hours. It was horrible, and I was in so much pain. I was crying for God. Oh, I'm so sorry, Joy. I've heard that. It's just, it's just something that we can't imagine. I couldn't smell or taste anything. You still lost your taste. COVID is the devil. Hang in there. Yes. Yeah, it's like anybody that I've talked to that had severe cases of COVID have said that it's just awful. And I guess that's why I made the decision to get the shot, because I really don't want to go through that. Because I think I'm such a big my threshold of pain is very low. Like, I can't stand to be in pain. So I would be like the biggest baby ever. Someone I work with has not had her taste buds for almost a year. Seriously. That would be like, that's so weird that that's one of the side effects of the COVID, that you can't taste or smell. Like, what would be even the point of eating? Like, you can't taste, you can't smell, it's just, like you're not able to taste your food, you're not able to smell your food, so what's the point? I was praying for you, girl. I knew you were bad. My nurse is my son's best friend, and he is great to me. Oh, that's so nice, Joy. I never want anyone to go through this. It's horrible. Do you know how you got it, Tawanda? Is there any indication of how you got it? Did you get it from somebody that you know, or did you get it from touching at a surface? Or, I mean, I guess nobody knows for sure how they get it. I don't know. That's why I don't like, I've been on the most part in this last year have been like, staying in, in my house and not going anywhere. Oh, yeah. She said that lasagna tastes like metal. She said it has long-term effects on her. That sucks. That really sucks. No one else in your family has it. But you're contagious, correct? When you get it, you're contagious. That is why I still wear gloves. I peel them off right after I get in my car, and then I head for home. I did at first wear gloves, but now I don't. Maybe I'll start wearing gloves again. I don't know. But I did. I wore gloves everywhere I went. I wore gloves the first little while. I really don't go out that much. Like, I'm on the most part, I stay home. I unloaded a load of cows because my dad was gone. The man who unloaded his truck ended up in the hospital 2 days after he lived, but still very sick. Oh my gosh, Tawanda, that sucks. So that's how you got it. And see, the guy that works with my husband got it from his daughter. She brought it home from school. So there's all number of ways that you can get it. I believe the gloves and mask and me staying at home, and my friend goes to the groceries for me mostly. Yeah. Thank God my dad wasn't there, or he would have gotten it. Yeah. And it's harder on the elderly, and yeah. But still, you've gone through a lot. I'm so sorry. COVID tracing has been difficult. Is taking states a while to get a handle on putting things in place. Exactly. It's, it's, I'm on 11 days, still fever and coughing, etc. Oh my goodness. And what they're saying now is the amount of people that have been like um, blowing off their COVID shots since this whole Johnson and Johnson thing came to light has gone up. Like people are just not getting their shots because they're freaked out. So I just said go for it. I mean, as soon as I tested positive, I got a call from COVID tracking team. Hey, Mr. Positive. Yeah, it did. My arm's a little sore, like my muscle in my arm is sore, but other than that, I'm okay. It's been 2 months. Oh my God, how long does this thing last? Well, of course, the guy that works with my husband, it's been a month and he's still, they don't know. Um, they have no idea when he's going to be out, be able to leave the hospital because he's, still in intensive care. Um, you feel crappy? Oh, I don't know. You just hear so many different things. Don't get it, do get it. It's like, but it was so weird to go in there and get it because it was like being herded. You know what I mean? Like it was just like you were being herded. And I mean, it was just like a line, and then before you know it, you're in the front of the line, and you're getting your shot, and that's it. It's over. Many were having symptoms, and it was crazy. They didn't mark me COVID positive. I had to tell the workers handling me. Wow. Well, that's disheartening. Well, and that's just like Gingerlock's mom. I mean, she's in the hospital for something totally osteoporosis, totally different. And what does she get while she's in there? She gets COVID. Like, I think the hospital, like, unless you're really dire, and, I mean, unless I was like really bad where I couldn't breathe or whatever, I don't think I would go to the hospital. But I mean, I would say the hospital would be one of the places you could really catch it. ER, yeah. Do you get worse at night? Joy is asking if you get worse at night. Hey, vegan. Thank you. It's good to hear they are following through with positive patients, but I can't imagine going through having it. I know how frustrating it is when you just have a diagnosis of bronchitis and pneumonia. I know. I had pneumonia. I'm telling you, that was the worst week of my life. I mean, and I can, and they say that COVID is like 100 times worse, and the fever is higher too. I'm so sorry, Twanda. And you're still not back to, I guess you can't work, oh, right? Or can you work now? Because you were sick. You were so sick. I don't imagine you can work. I don't know how that plays out. I got pneumonia 2 months after my husband passed away. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jenny. Pneumonia is really bad, but from what I understand of this COVID pneumonia is it attacks everywhere. Like it just doesn't attack one spot or another spot. It attacks everywhere. That's what makes it so bad for the people that get it. Um, your fever is high. But can you work, Wanda, or do you have to stay quarantined, like home? It has been since 2013. I'm good now. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm back to work, but not the hours I used to. It was definitely affected my stamina. Well, I guess like you used to work like what, 7 days a week, like 14 hours a day? My God. Man came in, hang on. Man came in with symptoms. They had to call security because he was wanting to smoke, not allowed. He was going to leave without doctor okay. They had to detain him due to possible COVID positive results. My God. I guess smoking is the worst thing you can do when you've got COVID pneumonia. Not sure. I am so like I'm I'm so not educated about this disease or this virus. I call it a disease because it seems like it's a disease to me. Wait, he cannot go home and care for himself. He was all over the ER, not masked, arguing with police. Oh my goodness. Yeah, putting other people in danger. What an asshole. That's like so stupid. Some people are so stupid, they just don't care about other people. And just because you're not affected the way like some people are doesn't mean you're not going to affect someone to the point where like Joy are in the hospital and very, very ill. Um, yeah, I bet he was because you're a sweet lady. Who does that though? When you think about it, who does that? Someone with no moral compass. I mean, especially what we know about it, and I'm not pretending that I know a lot about it, but from what we know about it in the last year, come on now. Once you come in with symptoms, it becomes serious. So they detained him for others' well-being. Exactly. Well, he's just an idiot. Are you going to be that much of an asshole? Just stay at home. Don't put others in danger. Like the ones that are there for different things that don't have it. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. I don't get it. He just wanted a cigarette. Well, what hospital lets you smoke? None. Hello. That's one of the biggest rules in a hospital, no smoking. I work in healthcare, and there have been a lot of firsts with this disease. Tensions have been running high. All the protocols put in place, it's understandable, but it really is for the greater good. Tibby, I can't remember, did you say you got your shots? I guess if you work in healthcare, you had to have gotten your shot. The long-term effects, I believe, will be with me a long time. I know Amelia has been affected worse than myself. That's why I can say it's the devil. Yeah, it broke my heart hearing her talk about how it has affected her. Hi, Blink. Yeah, I did blink. Um, I got it yesterday. The only thing I got from it is kind of like a sore muscle, like in my arm where I got the shot. And that's probably my own fault. Our security guards have really taken a beating, I bet. Yes, you're a strong child of God. I'm glad you are on the mend. It's probably going to take a while. Hello, Carla. Tomorrow at midnight, we'll be live streaming. We will talk about the ghost. Okay, Carlos, I'll try to be there. I try to stay up at night, but honestly, lately I've been sleeping a lot, like early. I've been going to bed early at night. I've had mine since December. I'm taking care of family members. Okay, Tibby, what side effects did you get, if any? I wasn't so worried about the first shot. I'm a little worried about the second one. Now, I've been told to just like, you know, just, be calm and just not worry about it, but kind of hard not to. And they told us yesterday that we might have to get a booster in a year. So they don't know yet. My sister and her friends had just minor aches. Oh, they got the shot, Joy? I didn't think they did. I didn't think your sisters got their shots. Well, I'm glad we didn't get the Johnson and Johnson. That's a for sure. Sore arm only. Both my HB and I had no issues. Pfizer. Yeah, mine is like a muscle ache, and that's just the first one. So I'm kind of, uh, would you say, Tawanda? Hang on. I said I was going to kick COVID's ass, and I work at it daily. Vitamins, rest, and positive attitude. Tawanda, can I ask you a question? Hi, Christy. Um, do you smoke cigarettes? Because I don't smoke cigarettes, and I think maybe that might help if you don't smoke cigarettes. And I'm not sure. I'm not dissing anybody that smokes cigarettes because I used to smoke. I just don't now. Actually good. Shows your immune system is working. The only thing I got was my sore arm. I quit. There's no way I could smoke now. Did you quit because of COVID, or had you quit before? Um, my husband didn't even get a sore arm. Only I did. Like just like if you get muscle sore, muscle aches, that's all I've gotten from it. I iced it the day of and putting a heating pad on it day after. I always have a bad sore arm with flu shots, so I was proactive with. And the thing is, they told us I quit when I first got it. I couldn't breathe. Exactly. Yeah, I can imagine. The guy that works with my husband never smoked, never drank, was very active with his health, and look where he is. How many times are you going to repeat yourself? No one cares. Um, oh, whatever. Um, there we go. Yeah, I just deleted them. They're an idiot. Hey, Lucky. Good morning. How you doing? Some people. I don't know who sets their alarm to get up in the morning and come into someone's channel. Yeah. I don't know who sets their alarm to do that. I have my ideas, but it is what it is. It's you know, it's someone that won't come in their real name because um they don't have the guts to use their real name. So, and actually, I have not like blocked anybody on my channel. I've left, I kind of like unblocked everybody on my channel. So it's somebody that's afraid to use their real name. So, are you at work? I was just talking about I got my first shot yesterday. I'm on the fence, but be respectful. See, my husband and I both were on the fence. Like even he was until that guy that he works with got really sick. And then he was like, no, because he's worked all the way through this. Okay. He has not stopped working through this. So when his friend at work got really sick, that kind of sealed the deal for him. He was like, you won't take it. Yeah. And I respect that. Like, because I really was on the fence about it. And up to yesterday, when I sat in that chair and got the shot, I was ready to just like say, no, I don't want it. But I got it. So I'll have to see how it works out. From what I understand, I would rather have the vaccine than um, get COVID. So, and it's okay to be, you know, I had an experience this week. My neighbor had a bad reaction to the shot. I did not want to bring it up in here. She lives around the corner and she and I talk on the dog walk. You can bring it up. You have every right to bring it up. It's fine. I cares enough to comment, just saying, keep on. Yeah, they love me. Like, I bother nobody. Why would someone even come in? Like, go away. I don't bother anybody. I don't even talk about the drama that's going on. So come in here and just make up a full name and don't come in on your real name and then act like a fool. You just look like an idiot. I honestly think her husband and she got the shot and they also got COVID. She said he cannot breathe since the shot. Wow. Which one did they get? Do you know? Creative renewal. Yes, it is all like my kids, my husband's kids, both and their spouses all got it. My daughter and my son, my kids, myself, my biological kids will not get it. They don't want it. My cousin got the first show, but had COVID and got very sick. Had got the first shot. Yeah. Can you get the antibody infusion now? Joy? Hey, Bluebell. Those are the things that made me second guess. Sorry. Um, well, I mean, you hear so many different things like this is not good, this is good. I'm happy I got it. I didn't get any reaction. I got a reaction. Um, this is good, this is not good. Um, so it is what it is. Those are the things that made me second guess. That is why I do not want to mention it, because I'm hearing more people not having a reaction than having one. Yeah, but like here in Pittsburgh, they say a lot of people have been canceling their appointments for to get their shots because of they think it's because of all the things that have been in the news about the Johnson and Johnson shot. They're not sure, but a lot of people have been canceling. Like you literally go in, you go through your paperwork, and you get the shot like within minutes. And then they tell you to sit down for 15 minutes and then you're good to go. I have moments where I want to drag my husband and we go get it. And then one moment I want to pack up and go live in a cave and go live in a cave. Well, that's the thing is both my husband and I, we're on the fence about it. And so I didn't, you know, hello, Miss Lennon. Um, so I let him make the decision, actually. I told him right up until we got there, I said, I might change my mind. I am not going to, I'm not going to promise that I will get it. I might change my mind when I get there. I'm fine, thank you. Um, no, we had to show photo ID. That's all we had to do. They just needed photo ID and we had already had our papers filled out and everything. And then we got more papers for the second shot. So hopefully that will go as good as this first one. So because if all I can complain about is the sore arm, I'm good to go. Like not, you know, not going to complain about it. So I couldn't believe though but you know what? And then I'm thinking about because when I get a flu shot too, my arm is always sore. So what's the difference? Like, really? Seriously? Oh, I do. I'm not worried about it. I mean, I can worry about it for the next 3 weeks, but then why? It's important that you share this. People may not like you sharing about your experience, but honestly, the skeptics are waiting to see. The more people who share, the more we should be less skeptical. Hey, Pearls of Wisdom, how are you, sweetie? Yeah, well, I'm just saying what's happened in my family. Well, actually, it's my husband's kids, okay? Everybody has gotten their first and second shot, and nobody has gotten anything more than a sore arm or swollen lymph nodes, and that's it. That's the extent of it. Now, Blink was in here saying that he got like kind of flu symptoms, but it was only for 24 hours. So, that's not too bad. I mean, who hasn't had the flu? You had a sore arm and mild headaches. Was that with the first one or with the second one? Hey.com, how you doing? Was that with the first one or the second one, Pearls? Mine is like it's like a muscle ache is what it is. That's the only way I can explain it. It's like not it's not like it's not the same as like when I get the flu shots. It's kind of like a muscle ache, like if you pulled a muscle or whatever. My father got it. He wants my family to get it. My husband is totally against it, and he's the one I am most worried about. Your arm hurt too? Yeah, well, they actually see, here's the thing. They told me one thing and they told my husband something different. They told my husband to like move his arm around, like exercise his arm. They told me to drink lots of fluids. I got kind of a headache too. But then I get headaches all the time, so I don't know if it was from the shot or just my regular headaches. 24 hours, fatigue, low fever, ache, sore arm, came following day, lasted 24 hours, and boom, completely fine. That was with the second one, right, Blink? But not until the next day. And headache too. And the lady that works with my husband, she said, and she actually, after the second shot, went to work. And my husband said what she got was complete fatigue. Like he went into her office a couple times and she had her head laying on her desk and was sleeping because she was that tired. She was like totally exhausted. So I guess there's different symptoms for different people. So it is what it is. I mean, you're going to have to take the bad with the good. So thanks for coming in.com. I always like seeing you. I would say take the next day off. Well, I don't have to work, so hi Bailey. I don't have to worry, so I don't have to worry about taking, the day off. But yeah, she went to work the next day, and my husband said every time he went into her office, she was like laying her head on her desk, like sleeping because she was that exhausted. She said she was like overwhelmingly exhausted, like she couldn't keep her eyes open. They say the second is the worst and where you get the most side effects after Johnson and Johnson debacle. Hell no. That's why they say a lot of people have been like canceling their appointments to get their shots. That's why it's so easy to get in. But hey Bailey. So, but this is not bad. I mean, it's a muscle ache. It's not really bad. I'm not going to complain about it. It's just like what I did this morning was just put muscle rub on it, and that helped. I mean, it helped. It made it feel better. So, um, I'm misunderstanding. Are you saying you do not want the vaccination? Yeah, Joy Lang said she doesn't want it, which is, it's everybody's right not to get it. I want to be protected from this virus. Like my kids, both my kids are not getting it. Absolutely not. They want nothing to do with it. And here I've been healthy for the last year. I don't smoke, but you know, anything can happen. And after seeing what my husband's, the guy that works with my husband's been going through, I don't want to get it because it just seems like it's just a horrible thing to go through. I couldn't wait to get, yeah, my husband was on the fence and he said, um, he was on the fence about it like I was. And then when he saw what his friend at work went through, he was like, although been up since 3 a.m., made a video and published. Now Sandman is calling. Oh, okay. Well, you have a good night's sleep. Thanks for coming in. I enjoy having you. I mean, I haven't heard of anything really bad happening to anybody at this shot. Okay, with the other one, yes, the blood clots and all that. But, I had decided not to be honest with you. I had decided not to. Hey, Jojo, much love too. Thank you for coming in. I think we just need to support each other, and whatever we decide, whether we decide to get the shots or not, just support each other. If you decide not to get the shots, then don't get them. If you decide to get the shots, then get them, and you will be supported. Okay, the pups want my attention, will not be ignored. Thanks for the coffee conversation. Have a wonderful day, all. Good to see you, Bailey. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna go back to sleep because I'm like feeling a little tired. I joke, you were been through a lot of personal struggles, so health to you. Thank you, Jojo. I'm fine. So going to I'm probably going to go back to bed for a little bit because I was up at 4 o'clock. What's that? My mom's friend was pretty bad from Johnson and Johnson, but everyone else who's had the others are fine. My neighbor got but his symptoms sound like he has COVID. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, you guys all have a great day. I'm going to log off, Boo Boo, and I'll I don't know when I'll be on again, but I'm gonna just put some rub on my arm, make sure it's better. But love you all. Thank you, mods. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you. The ones that love me, the ones that hate me, um, all of you. I just appreciate you coming in. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.